What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel, and a quick one today. If you are a avid collector of builds for Outriders like I am, where I have at any given time between 20 and 30 builds that I have to keep track of across multiple characters, and I have people asking me, you know, what goes with this build, how did you build this, everything like that. And because the game is a little bit cumbersome when it comes to this, and that you can't really store builds, I've of course come up with custom solutions, and that is a lot of screenshots that I take, and basically, you know, several notepads that I have lying around all the time that I basically write this information down into. But I do want to highlight a tool today called Outriders Outpost, which, if you're not following the game on Reddit, you might not be aware of. You might not be aware of this site, and it really is fantastic. So first of all, I want to give credit where credit is due, of course. So the socials are on the screen here right now of the creator of this, Bozzified, who is also a Twitch streamer. So their Twitch channel is on here, as well as the YouTube channel that features this app, and lastly also the Twitter channel that basically features this app. But essentially what you do is you go to the site, and the site is called outriders.app, and you can see it right here. Now this has a bunch of cool stuff, but I mean, first of all, just those of you that are familiar with my channel will know that a while back, right at the beginning of Outriders, I created an Excel spreadsheet which basically calculated firepower values for you of certain guns, so that if you got something at like level 10 or 15 or 20 and you were like, is this gonna be a godroll one day, then you could essentially, you know, put it into this spreadsheet and you can find out. So that's fully built into this tool as well, and it's for both weapons and armor. So you can say, okay, cool, I found an assault rifle, it's a rare is fine, I found it when I was level 32, and it had like 25,000 firepower. So I'm going to calculate it and see, okay, great, by the way, that's far too high, so let's just make it a little bit more realistic. Calculate firepower, fantastic. So at level 32 you found it had 10,000 firepower, and so you calculate it and it shows you then what it's going to be like once you upgrade it, and this is of course considered god tier. This is fantastic. This does exactly what that spreadsheet of mine does, but obviously looking very fucking sweet and good looking over here. And then of course you've got the same thing for armor. But the main reason why I wanted to share this, and again, this is for people that, you know, are collectors of many different kinds of builds, especially if you have a lot of different builds on one character, it can be quite, you know, tricky to keep track of which mods go with which build, and more specifically that you can quickly switch between these builds and you don't have to sit and kind of figure out, oh my god, okay, which pants is it that goes with this, you know, and everything like that. So you have this build creator here essentially. So what you do, I know that the writing is a little bit small there, but I mean, you basically give it a title, you describe something, you can even fill in some of your social information here, and you can also take a screenshot in the game of your inventory screen, and then basically it will pull, and you'll see what I mean just now when I show you a completed product here, but it'll actually pull a picture of your character from your actual game, and you'll select the class, you'll do the class tree, you'll do each one of the 6 items. And I mean, this is super detailed. You can go through this, you pick exactly which item it is. If for instance, just as an example, you are actually using a headpiece, this one here, and you ended up upgrading it obviously to, you know, epic rarity, then you can select all of those. You can choose the main, you know, attributes. So we can say, cool, this is a typical, you know, bullet or firepower techno, for instance, and you can choose the mods that go on there. It's got searchable mods, so you can basically type in, you know, the mod's name there, and you can put that in. So like we can say, okay, cool, this has bloodlust on it. So there we go, bloodlust, and you can fill in everything. You fill in basically the entire, I don't know why I would have bloodlust and armor melting on, but fine. And you basically fill in all the information. You fill in the primary weapons, you fill in your secondary sidearm, everything like that. And once you're done and dusted, you also choose your skills, of course. You essentially say view and share, and it creates you this really crisp image of everything that you filled in there. You've got the class tree there, you've got all of your items, you've got the mods on there, you've got the substats that are on all of them, you've got a small description, all of that. That is the actual picture of your character from the game. And I know it is because I'm the only stupid motherfucker that wears that helmet, but it's got your skills, everything like that. It explains what each one of these mods does, and this is just such a clean way to share this information. I'm probably going to end up using this as a quick snapshot in most of my videos going forward, just because it is that fucking great. But again, all kudos go to the creators of this, or more specifically Bozzified, for bringing this to the community. As a fellow Outriders creator, and as someone that loves this game and loves all the builds and the diversity, this is just such a phenomenal tool to collect this information. And ever since I've been using this, which is like basically the last 2 to 3 weeks, I've stopped messing around with all of my screenshots, and you know, I have to write down a whole lot less. But this is super handy, so definitely go check this out. Definitely throw the creators some love, support them, go and check out their Twitter, go and check out them on Twitch, and just say thank you to them if you do find some use in this, because I think this is a phenomenal effort for this game, and something that makes a fairly cumbersome task in the game actually like super easy to manage. But that's it for the video today. That's all I wanted to share. I hope you find this useful. Let me know in the comments down below if I'm late to the party and you've been using this for like ages, or more specifically, just let me know if you found this useful. But other than that, it's just super important to me that you have a fantastic morning, a great afternoon, and a super evening wherever you are. And until next video, fucking cheers.